Hey guys, HindleCBA here, and I'm bringing a deck profile for pure Majespecters. Someone may have realised, or no one at all, but you may have realised I haven't made a video in quite a while. The reason for that is just I've been quite occupied with work and also building up a portfolio for something else. And as well, to be honest, I've got into another card game, the Pokemon TCG. The reason for that is just that I'm finding Yu-Gi-Oh! To be in a weird state at the moment. I'm not enjoying it, and I've got into Pokemon myself and enjoying it a lot more. So, if you're interested, I may make some Pokemon deck profiles as well. But yeah, enough about that little bit of my life story, just to get into the deck profile. So it is a pure Majespecter build, only with a couple other different pendulums, but mostly pure. So, we're starting off with 3 Unicorn Keyring. Keyring is just really good, being able to bounce back at anything during your player's turn, well, monsters only. And yeah, it's a good way to bounce back your raccoons or anything, save them from maybe battle destruction, but that's about it. And then the 3 raccoons, best Majespecter card in the deck, being able to search any Majespecter monster is really good. You can search a scale and as well search itself if you need to. 3 Fox. Focus. There you go. So 3 Fox, just being able to search the traps is really great. It's the biggest attacker apart from Keyring at the Majespecters. It's 1/5, 1,500. And then to combo that, the 3 Frogs. Scale of 5, so that's nice, and as well, this and Fox, being able to search 2 Tempest is really good, or whatever spell and trap you need from Toad at the time. And 3 Yatas, focus again, what's going on here? And so yeah, 3 Yata, probably the worst out of them, but it's a high scale and can search your Majespecter spells. We play all of them apart from these the Storm one, because that one's okay, but the other ones are better, I think. 3 Cat. Cat is really good. End phase search, like a Scarm, search for any Majespecter card in the deck. And it's a low scale and has 1/8 defense. And for the other pendulum monsters, then we just play 2 Eccentric. This with its normal effect to pop a spell and trap in the pendulum when it's in the pendulum, or a monster when it's summoned. And also, it's a scale of 7, so you can pendulum summon your unicorns. Last pendulum is just a Luster pendulum. Still a really good card to be able to make it Nista and the Dino Mister from the extra deck, and as well to do more searches. And it's 1/8, 500 attack, so that's okay, I guess. And the last 2 monsters, just the can't get them on my hand. So Maxi. Maxi is pretty good. The camera's gone out of focus again, but you get the gist of. There you go. Maxi, being able to do those extra searches, might bump it up to 3. Not too sure. And then for the spells, 3 Sonic. Sonic is really good now. Good against certain matchups, like your Cosmo being able to beat over the Dark Destroyers. And yeah, you can OTK if you have all 3 of these in your hand. If you manage to do that, and you can OTK with Keyring, because you can do 8,000 damage with all 3. And if you don't know what this does, it just doubles their attack of a Majespecter monster, but it does half damage for that battle. So yeah, really good. Being able to search, that's really good with Yatta and Toad. And just a 1 Cyclone, because quick play destruction's still alright. And 2 Majesty's Pegasus, the field spell, really good. Quite bad in mid-game or late game, because you don't want to see it, because usually by then you've already got all the cards you need and you've set up your extra deck and your back row. It's really good to see it in the first or second turn, because that means you can set up even quicker. And yeah, that's about it really. Could play a Terraforming to search it. As well, I play other field spells in the side deck, so Terraforming may be a good idea to put it in there somewhere. And just a Raigeki for the last spell, pretty good if your monsters can't get over something on the field. And for the traps, the Majespecter Tempest, basically the searchable strike, really good. Yeah, the cost of this, instead of paying 1,500 with Tempest, you just tribute a wind spellcaster. so really good. And the Tornado, just a vanishing effect, again to tribute a wind type spellcaster. And Majespecter Supercell, probably the worst trap at the moment, but I think it needs to be played. Because you go through your spells and traps really quick now with this build, so you need to put them back like your Sonics. And as well, the other effect is, well, yeah, that effect I was talking about is you can shuffle back any 5 Majespecter cards from your graveyard into the deck and draw a card, so you don't have to worry about XYZing as well if you don't want to lose your Majespecter monsters. Because generally Majespecters don't go into the extra deck because they just don't really need to, they just beat you up slowly. But the other effect is when you control a Majespecter in the Pelennor zone, your Majespecter effects can't be negated, so Skill Drain and Cosmo Dart Lady won't be negating. And then as well, tried out Magician's Circle. It's quite an old card. If you're not too sure what it is, when the spellcaster declares an attack, you can special summon another spellcaster from your deck with 2,000 and less attack. So it's basically an instant curing. You special summon that, then you bounce back as well, so you can attack directly if you need to, or if you can. And as well, it can be good against Monarch as well, because that means they have to special summon the Eidos, which is the only spellcaster. Or you can even, any deck that uses Effect Veiler as well, you can just bring that out as well. And if they say they don't have any in there, you can check through their deck as well, which is pretty good, so you can see what they're playing. And the Solemn Warning, because still good cards. No need to play Strikes with Majespecter Tempest, because Tempest is searchable anyway. And then just the Storming Mirror Force. Play this because Cosmo is a problem for this because it can't be targeted. And as well, when Monarch get up their march, the only out is basically this and Sonic, so you need this. It's really good. And or you could play Drowning Mirror Force as well, where you spin back anything back to the deck, but that's situational and you don't really want to leave yourself open when you're playing against an OTK deck. So yeah, that's the main deck. That is 40 cards. And just before I move on to the extra deck, just a quick note, another card that you could play. I don't have any at the moment, they're all in somewhere else, probably in my pile of boxes and whatnot. But Pendulum Reborn, you could probably play this instead of Circle. You could probably button this up to 3 as well. It's really good. It's basically a monster reborn for pendulums. It's a bit slower because it's a trap, but if you don't know what it does, you can special summon one face-up pendulum monster from your extra deck or one pendulum monster from your graveyard. So once again, Majespecters don't have to worry about XYZing, and as well, a good way to get back your keyring, or flip this in your opponent's end phase for a raccoon and you can search another monster. Really good. And yeah, that's it. Reborn, could replace Circle or whatever you think's irrelevant in this build if you have any opinions on it. And so moving on to the extra deck, Totem Bird, the rank 3s, still a good card. And Acid Golem, just a beta really, can OTK with another card in the extra deck. And the Super Quantum Mech Beast Grand Pulse, just a spell and trap popper, really good. For the rank 4s, 2 Castell, because Castell's really good. Magister Paladin, just to get that search. Trapeze Magician, OTK with this and the Golem, 8,500 attack I believe. Lightning Chidori, Dark Rebellion, good way to get over Majesty's Fiend. Abyss Dweller, Diamond Dyer for those tricky cards. Honor Arc, because it's still pretty good. Because I don't like the idea, like people saying Castell's better, but sometimes you want to use Honor Arc because you know you got BLS sometimes about and you don't really want to shuffle that back into the deck because you'd never want to see it again. So yeah, and a Cowboy just in case you need to do that extra damage. And for the extra cards, the Ignista, still a good card, and Dynamister. So yeah, still a good way to pitch your pendulums. So that's the extra deck. And then moving on to the side deck, if anyone's interested in what you think you could play, but this is what I've chosen. I think it's decent, but still room for improvement. So probably the best one in the side deck, I believe, against Monarch. Secret Village, if you control a spellcaster type monster and your opponent doesn't, they can't activate spells. So anything like I don't know, Monarchs of course, and maybe Pepe if they don't have a spellcaster on the field. Yeah, really good. And then, as I mentioned, I do play a lot of field spells in my extra deck, so that's maybe why Terraforming may be a good choice to put in the main deck. But Necro Valley, still pretty good card, doesn't affect pendulums at all, stops Cosmo, stops most things moving from the extra deck, stops Monarch, stops quite a lot of things actually, unless it's just monsters there, I can't remember. Cards in either place graver cannot be affected by cards effects. Hang on, sorry. Cards in either place graver cannot be removed. So yeah, stops Prime, stops a lot of things. So that's for the field spells. 4 that takes up, so that's quite a bit. System down, just for maybe Cosmo. And for Cyber Dragons, which I've played against. And then the final spell in the extra deck is, the side deck, sorry, Twin Twisters. Just good if you think they're going to side heavily against you, like Mass Restrict, because that does hurt the deck as well. So, and that's most side decks because of Monarchs nowadays. So, god damn it. And for the traps, the huge revolution is over. This is played because you fear Twin Twisters being sided, or if you know they're maining it in game 1. But you could probably main this as well. I did for a while, but with Supercell about, I don't mind losing some traps unless they actually do hit Supercell, which is really annoying. But yeah, this stops quite a bit, so anything that would destroy anything, 2 or more, like, is it Karaz, or the Monarch, the one that pops and you draw? Anyway, Magical Deflector, really good, just really good siding against Monarch, stop Stormforth and Twin Twisters and their field spell, and March and whatnot, and Soul Drain, just to stop again things hitting the grave that has effects, Burning Abyss, Monarch, sometimes Monarch, Cosmos, stuff really that you don't want to hit the grave and have effects. And then finally, the not sleeved, but Artifact Lancia, good against mostly, well, again, Cosmo and Monarch. Yeah, the reason I mentioned Cosmo and Monarch so much is that it is your hardest matchup, because not being able to go into your extra deck is annoying if you're not playing against, if you're just playing against the pure Monarch instead of the XYZ version. And Cosmo, you can stop their plays going off if they target their own destroyer with their own destroyer, and you're like, no, can't banish it for another effect to get something else out. And it's a hand trap, so it's unpredictable. So, yeah, that's the whole deck there, really. If you have any opinions, let me know. I know there's a room for improvement, I definitely know there is. Majespecters are popping up again, I think. They're topping, I've been told they've been topping Nationals and YCS, I believe. Wherever that YCS was, but the Nationals was in Germany. So, yeah, that's the deck profile. Any opinions, let me know in the comments, or if you just want to say a quick hi or anything. And yeah, hopefully I'll release a video again sometimes this week, because I'm off work for a while. And yeah, so goodbye for now.